Hello everyone and welcome back to another squishmallow video. Arguably the most important squishmallow video of the year. So if you don't know what this is basically me going through every single squishmallow I bought in, well, the last year. I've done these before. I've got two other videos up already. If you haven't seen them, it kind of gives you a rough idea of what's in my collection. These videos usually end up kind of long, so I don't want to yap too much. So without further ado, here's every single squishmallow I bought in 2025. Our first month, of course, is January, so it's been basically a year since I bought these. It's gone by so fast. Starting off with a Christmas squishmallow. Now, I bought this from Home Bargains because they're obviously cheaper there. So I think I got this for $5.99, which is usually the average price for a 7-inch in Home Bargains. That's why I do prefer shopping there. I ended up getting this Christmas cupcake. It's a cupcake that looks like a Christmas tree. I didn't get this before Christmas because my Home Bargains didn't have many Christmas squishmallows in for that year, but I did find this in then the new year for some reason. Thought it was cute, thought I'd add it to the collection. Not much more to say on this one. January, I feel like I actually ended up buying quite a few. I don't know if these are in the exact order because I can't remember and I didn't document it well enough. Next up is the two gummy bears, the pink one and the green one. I got these from Claire's because they were on sale. Originally, these are about £16 each for an 8-inch, which is actually insane. Luckily, they had a sale with 50% off, so I ended up getting both of them for the price of what would have been one. So they were £8 each. Got them for 16 for the two of them instead of 16 for one. Originally, I really wanted the gummy bears anyway, and I've been looking at them for a while, but because they're so expensive, I wasn't going to get one. And then because the sale came along, I couldn't help it, but I got both. Now, there was actually a blue one as well, but both Claire's had sold out of them, so I couldn't get them at the time. But yes, another January purchase. Continuing on, I believe I bought these in January. There's a possibility it could have been February, but I'm not 100% sure. But I ended up getting a 4-pack 5-inch box of Halloween Squishmallows off Amazon. Now, these are the two I kept. There were two other ones in the box. I recommend you go watch the video that I showed them off so you can see them. But these are the two I kept. Well, this is the whole reason I bought that box. It was on sale on Amazon. That's the main reason I ended up buying it is because of this one. But this one also was a cute addition. But the other two I didn't like, so I gave those ones away. And what might be the last one for January is my Valentine's Day one. This one is adorable. I got this one from the main Valentine's Day squad last year. Now, Valentine's Day squishmallows tend to disappoint me, but I'm absolutely in love with this colour palette. It's so untraditional Valentine's Day colours. Like, you know, Valentine's Day is usually pinks and reds and whites, whereas this is, you know, dark blue and pink with a sort of lighter blue. I really like it. I think it's really cute. I also really love the sparkly hairband. I think even if it wasn't Valentine's Day, it would just be really cute. But I think the addition of the hairband really brings all the colour palette together. Probably one of my favourites of the year. I can't lie. This one is so cute. February. In February, I don't think I bought many Squishmallows at all. I really don't think I did. Unless I did get that mystery box in February. I generally do not know. But I did get this one. Now, this is a mystery capsule one. I don't actually store this one in the capsule, unlike most Squishmallows that I get in mystery capsules. Now, this one is one that I've been wanting for so long. This is Scarlet, the chocolate dip strawberry. Now, originally I wanted to own the regular chocolate dip, but the white chocolate dip was the only one that was available over here. And actually, I really prefer white chocolate sometimes. And I don't know. I just love it. I think it's so, so cute. And definitely a dream Squishmallow of mine. March. I don't think I actually bought a single Squishmallow in March either. It was kind of sort of like a very quick start to the year and then it slowed down kind of rapidly. Again, February, I believe that's the only one I got in February, but I don't know if I got this mystery box at the same time. Either it was late January or early February. I don't really know. But March, I don't remember buying a single Squishmallow. I thought maybe I bought some of the Easter ones, but considering where Easter was in the year, I think it was later in April. I don't think I bought any in March. I tried to look back on some of my old videos to try and jog my memory, but from what I can tell is the Easter ones weren't out yet in March, so I didn't buy mine until at least either very late March or early April. So I'm going to count my Easter ones as April. Which now, of course, that brings us to April. Wow, we're getting through this fast. I usually, typically, if I can, get 2, or used to. It's gonna slowly learn as the videos go on. I don't do that anymore. But during the seasonal period, I usually typically try to at least get 2 squishmallows per seasonal thing. I ended up picking up another bunny. I only have one other bunny. She's adorable. But this one was also really cute. I really love the colour on this one, and the pattern was stunning. I think it's a he. He's very cute. He's very adorable. A perfect addition to my collection. But not the only one. I believe there was multiple squads for Easter, but I only bought 2 from the same squad from Sainsbury's, and I also got one of the cookie cows. This is kind of like they were new. They did 2 for Christmas previously, and then they came out with some for Easter. This was the first time we got one over here in the UK though, and I think he's adorable and just the cutest. I love the colours, I love everything, and that he actually kind of looks like a biscuit or a decorated cookie or something. In love with this one. Also in April, I did get one other squishmallow, but I have actually given it away since then. It was a rainbow unicorn, which I believe is from Lidl's. It was briefly in my collection from April until July, I believe. But a friend of mine was looking for a unicorn squishmallow for some of their family's birthday, and I didn't really particularly like it as much as I have done in some of my collection. I was definitely considering downsizing, so I thought she would appreciate it a lot more than I would in my collection. So I did actually end up giving that one away. Now we're getting into June. This is kind of where I hit when I discovered Squishmallows on Vinted, and I went a little bit crazy with them, as there's a lot that I've really wanted that I couldn't get, either because I missed out on them because Tesco's got them in, or they just weren't available over here. So on my discovery of Vinted, I bought a lot. So prepare yourselves. I'm not 100% sure which order these actually went in, but from my best memory, I believe this one was first. Meta, one that I've been wanting for a very long time. I did get it in a 5-inch instead of a 7-inch. I didn't realise it was going to re-release in Aldi this year as a 7-inch, but I'm not complaining. It's still cute, and I very much love this one. Again, I'm not too familiar with the actual order I got these in. I probably should have checked on my Vinted orders list so I could be more accurate, but I'm pretty sure this was again one of my first ones. It was a chocolate bunny. This one was only available in America, so it's very cool that I actually have it. It's actually got a first to market badge on, which we typically don't get over here, so typically we don't get that little badge on there at all. So I'm very, very excited to not only have that, even though it doesn't mean much, but it's kind of cool to have anyway, but also this adorable chocolate bunny, which I think I wanted a year and a half ago, maybe? Easter 2024. I forgot what year we're in for a second. But yeah, I'm very excited to have this one. You're going to realise most of these sort of vintage ones that I bought in June are going to be really random, like, seasonal ones. Like, we've already shown you a Halloween one and an Easter one and another Halloween one. Most of them are Halloween ones. This bat, I love the colour of this bat. I also love the glitter on it. Like, it is such a pretty colour. I wish they did more like this. But yeah, this one came out in Tesco's at some point in time that I missed out on. I think it was 2023's Halloween, which I did miss out on it, unfortunately, because my Tesco's did not get them in and I could not find it anywhere. But luckily, thanks to the power of Vinted, I did end up getting it, finding my collection. So yeah, it's a bit weird that I'm showing you a Halloween one in June, but there is more. So another one on my list, again, another seasonal one, is this one. Now this one doesn't come with a tag, it doesn't even have a tag loop, so I'm a little bit nervous that it's a fake. I don't know why there'd be a fake of this one, so it's probably not fake. But it is a Valentine's Day giraffe. I don't believe this one came out over here. Definitely did in America, so it's kind of cool to have. It was like really cheap anyway on Vinted. I mean, most of these were. But yeah, so now I've got Valentine's Day one. Halloween, Easter, Valentine's Day. What's next? Christmas? Well, not yet. Blue gummy bear. So yes, I did end up getting the blue gummy bear. I did have to really look for this one because the pink one and the green one everywhere. The blue one was a bit more difficult. I did buy one of these originally. I think it was this one. Yeah, I bought this off one seller. Didn't hear anything for ages and ages and ages, getting closer and closer to when they're supposed to send it. Cancelled the order the day before the deadline was, and didn't hear anything from them, and they didn't re-upload it. So I then had to hunt to find another one of these. And again, it's just the pink, just the green, the pink and green. And then I eventually found someone selling the pink and blue one, and then found out they were selling the blue one separately. So I did get a replacement, and now I finally have all three. Now there is three more, a purple one, an orange one, and a yellow one. They did not come out in this size and the 8-inch in Claire's over here, but they are now available in a 5-inch mystery bag at Smith's. So thank you to one of my wonderful viewers and regular commenters for letting me know a couple months ago that they would be in Smith's Toys. I've not been yet, but I'm very tempted to get them, even though the other three will be smaller than these, but it would still be cool to complete the whole set anyway. I can't tell if I started getting some of these in July, but I'm pretty sure these are all June. I got Babs, another 8-inch. I do kind of like the 8 inches. They are slightly bigger than the 7 inches. Crazy concept, I know. But sometimes with the 4 inches and the technically 2.5s that the clips are, they kind of look a little too similar. But there is a slight difference. I don't know how I didn't notice them before. But yeah, Babs, older tag because she is an older squishmallow. I'm not sure if she came out over here, but if she did, I missed out on her before I was like regularly collecting. And she's been one that I've been wanting for quite a few years. I think I first kind of saw her in 2022 as a flipper mallow in B&M, and I wanted her for ages. So it only took me almost 3 years to actually get her, but she's finally in my collection, and I'm so happy because she is so cute. And as I mentioned previously, a Christmas one. I did get a Christmas one. There's a gingerbread axolotl. Now I don't actually know if this one came out over here. I didn't think it did. But considering the amount of people that are selling this on Vinted, I'm starting to think it did come out in 2024 for Christmas. But either way, I'm just happy I have it in my collection because look at it. It's a gingerbread axolotl. I do have the gingerbread cow from 2024, but the axolotl is just so adorable. He is so cute. What more can I say? And I know he's one's next because I remember him and Babs turned up on the same day. But yeah, two separate sellers turned up on the same day though, which is nice. But yeah, I bought so many squishmallows in June. Oh my god. Now we're getting on to July, my birthday month, the best month of the year. In July, I did buy a squishmallow, not for myself, and but I did have to go find one for a friend of mine. Again, previously mentioned, someone's birthday was in. A friend of mine had someone's birthday in July and was having a unicorn themed sort of party, and who also likes to collect squishmallows. So I was looking for a squishmallow or a unicorn squishmallow, and I just happened to be in the city in the time, and they just said, "Hey, you're the expert? Can you go find one for me, and I'll pay you back?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." So I scoured the whole city of all the regular places that I knew squishmallows were sold, and the only thing I could find was a catacorn. It is really cute. This is actually from Claire's. It's not one that I'd probably pick up for myself, but it's really cute nonetheless, and I can appreciate it, you know? So yes, I did pick this one up for them, and then previously mentioned the rainbow unicorn that I previously had in my collection. I also added into the mix as well because I again just thought they would appreciate it a bit more. So that's not the only one I did get. I did get one for myself this at some point in the month. I believe it was right at the end. I got another Christmas one. It is a pink pastel reindeer with a little snowflake and the holographic antlers. Again, another one that I desperately wanted. I believe it was Christmas of 2024. Again, another one I desperately wanted. Could not find for the life of me, but luckily, after searching and messaging different sellers, I finally managed to find one on Vinted. For some reason, this one was ridiculously hard to find, but I'm glad I could finally get one in perfect condition because there was some looking a little rough. But I finally got it. August. So August was actually kind of a quiet month for me. I don't think I bought a single squishmallow in that time, which is kind of crazy for me. But not too surprising because the summer months are usually in between Easter and Halloween. There is no seasonal ones, and I typically collect more seasonal ones. So I don't buy many squishmallows in this time anyway. It's just mostly because this year I discovered Vinted and then got all the squishmallows that I really wanted. So August, I'm not surprised it was a quiet month. Actually, wait. August was somewhat quiet, but I just remembered I did actually get a Sun Bear 5-inch squishmallow off of Vinted for a friend of mine, my bestie. Um, I mentioned her in many videos and also kind of sort of collabed with her on a project that I did a video of. So if you want to go see her Instagram for more creativity, I recommend you go check that out because she's very, very talented. But as a cute little gift, I did get her this Sun Bear Squishmallow because at one time in college she mentioned that she loves sun bears, and I said, if there's a Sun Bear Squishmallow, would you have it? And she goes, yeah, probably, even though she doesn't collect squishmallows. And when they released one and when I found it, I had to get it for her. So I'm pretty sure I did actually get that at the end of August, but I remember I gave it to her right at the beginning of September. Now we're getting on to September. Again, I think September was somewhat of a quiet month. I don't remember adding anything to my collection except for starting on the Halloween ones. Now, this is actually the first time we've got 4-inch mystery capsules. Not only that, but the first time we've actually got Halloween mystery capsules over here in the UK. So my first attempt actually was a fail. I put it back in here because I'm planning on selling it. Next video, hopefully next video, will be me doing a little bit of a clean out of my Squishmallows, and I'll be selling them on Vinted. So if you're interested in some of these that I might be selling, well, not necessarily these ones, but ones already in my collection, I recommend you subscribe with the notification bell on so you get notified when I upload that video. Because as soon as I upload that video, I'll be uploading the listing on Vinted, so you can be the first to go and snatch some of them up. But yeah, this one, because it was one that I didn't really want, I will probably be selling this one on my Vinted because it's not really one that I would like or have in my collection. So if you're interested in this one, it will be on my Vinted. Fortunately, I don't think I bought another Squishmallow in September. In October, of course, it is Halloween. So I started being able to collect the Halloween Squishmallows, arguably my favourite Squishmallows. Halloween used to be, and pretty much I think still is, my favourite time of year. And so are the Squishmallows. They are just some of my favourites. So I did go a little bit crazy and buy a few more than I thought I would. See, I mentioned the previous mystery capsule, which was a bit of a fail. I did then go back to Sainsbury's and get a few more, but that was like the first day that any of the Halloween stuff came out. So after about a month, now the beginning of October, most of the Halloween stuff was out that I could actually get. Starting off with this 7-inch that I got from Sainsbury's, again, which is typically the main squad. This is the one that I got. I don't remember too much else of that squad where I wasn't a big fan, but I really like this one with the black, the orange, and the pumpkin. I think it's so, so cute. Something a bit different for Squishmallow, and I don't know. I really like it. I think it's cute. It's very spooky, very nice, very Halloween. But that's not the only thing I got that day. I also got another mystery capsule. So one like this, but instead I got this one, the pink glittery bat, the one that I was aiming for. She's so cute. You typically don't really see pastels too much in the Halloween sort of Squishmallows, and I really like collecting the bats. So seeing a pastel pink sparkly bat, I just couldn't help myself. I just had to get her as well, but she is so cute. And the 4-inch mystery capsules weren't the only first thing, or the fact that they were also the first Halloween mystery capsules we got being the first thing. We also got our first seasonal clips. Yes, I couldn't help myself. I also, at the same time, got this bat. It reminds me so much of like the Charlie XCX album. Brat? Why didn't I just say Brat? But it reminds me so much of the Brat album. It's like the same shade of green within the black and the sparkles and the expression. I don't know. I don't know why the clip's so big. I did mention that in the video at the time. It's a little bit ridiculous. But yes, my first ever seasonal clip. I think it's so cute. A really cute addition to the rest of my collection. And for the last Squishmallow of October, again, was another Halloween one. I wasn't expecting there to be, I think it was 3 different Halloween squads, not including the clips or the mystery capsules. But this one got released. I was so excited because I've wanted a black cat in my collection for so long. But most of the time they put me off because they put the white stitching around the eyes, but this one they didn't. Not only that, is it's hot pink and it's got a witch's hat, but the witch's hat is glittery. No, I did actually buy this one on Vinted. It got released in the Works and I believe Asda, but I didn't actually get them from there. I didn't realize that's where it released, and I bought it straight away. Someone must have bought it and then uploaded it straight onto Vinted. I didn't know it was out in stores at the time, so I ended up buying it straight off Vinted, and then I found out it was available in the works, but I think it worked out for the best because I didn't end up going back to the works until way after Halloween, and they had none of these left, so I think it worked out for the best. That one's definitely one of my favourites of the year as well. We're getting into November. I not exactly went a little crazy in November, but I did buy a few. So because Tesco's got out a squad, and I went to 2 different Tesco's in 2 different counties, may I add, and also asked my friends at the another Tesco's if they got in the Halloween squad, and all 3 of them didn't get in the Halloween squad. So I thought I was going to miss out because it's 2 that I really, really wanted. Anyway, thanks to the power of Vinted, and a week after Halloween, everyone started uploading this squad. So unless it got released in some stores after Halloween, I don't really know. Or some people just wanted them for Halloween and then sold them straight away. I don't really care too much. I'm just really happy I finally have it in my collection. Starting off with the bat. So they actually came out with another cookie or decorated biscuit or whatever you want to call these ones. Originally came out Christmas of 2024. Then 2 came out Christmas of 2024. I think 3 released for Easter of 2025, and then 2 released for Halloween of 2025. And one of them was this bat. And again, I think it's already been mentioned, I do enjoy collecting the bats, and I really like the cookie ones, so I couldn't help myself. And obviously they're vintage, so they're not retail price. They're usually a bit cheaper as well. But yeah, this one's so cute. Interesting choice that the biscuit is black, but sure, it's a Halloween biscuit. So he's actually a Halloween biscuit bat zombie. Biscuit bat zombie? Yeah. Or a bat zombie biscuit. I don't know. It's cute. I like it, and I'm finally happy I got it in my collection. I haven't actually shown this one off in a video, I don't think. I think I've mentioned I got this one because I got it after my Halloween video. But yeah, I did end up getting this one. And that wasn't the only one I wanted from the Tesco squad. I also got this one as well. Again, thanks to Vinted, I finally did get this one. Also very cute, very adorable. Similar to ones that's come out before, but I don't know, I just really like this one. But yeah, that's the last of the Halloween ones. I got way too many this year, but I didn't mention this one. And I think I mentioned them in a video, but I don't think I showed them off. But yeah, I did end up getting the 2 Tesco's ones that I wanted. Now that's all the Halloween ones. We're done with the Halloween ones for the rest of the year. But I did actually get something that wasn't seasonal. A clip. I know. I actually got 2 clips this year, which is pretty good. Ow. The pile collapsed. Anyway, in November, I did get another clip. I got this one. Now, unfortunately, again, off of Vinted, it didn't come with a tag as I bought this off Vinted, and again, it would most likely be secondhand, but I'm not complaining because I have been searching. At that point, I had been searching the app for months to try and find this one in a clip. I think I found it in like the 2, no, this is like a 2.5. And like a 1-inch one or whatever the really small ones are. And I think I also found it in a 12-inch. But I specifically want the bats that look like fruits in clips. So I now have 3. And I was going to say 3 out of 6. I've only got 3 more to go. But another one has just released. So now I have 4 more to get. But yes, I finally did get this one, and I've been hunting so long to get this one. It's a shame about the tag, but I'm not going to be picky considering how hard this one is to find. But yeah, if you guys know, if you're any fellow UK collectors who know where I can get the other fruit bats or bats that look like fruits in clips, specifically in clips, I need the blueberry one, the beetroot one, and the dragon fruit one, and now the grapefruit one just got announced and released. I know it's on a 7.5 on Amazon right now, or like a 7-inch on Amazon in the UK, but I specifically need them in the clips. So if you guys see them or know where I can get them or have them at all, please let me know because I'm desperate for these ones. Yep, still not done for November. I then went into the works for Christmas. Yes, we're getting into Christmas already. There was 2 squads for... Was it 2 squads? I think it was 2 squads for Christmas. There was the main one, which was at Sainsbury's, and the second one, which was at the works. And they also had a mystery capsule. Technically, they have the full-size mystery capsule and the small size, but they're basically the same. So starting off with the mystery capsule, I got, yes, another bat. But this one is a little peppermint bat. It's very, very cute. This is the one I wanted. So I deliberately just picked up the one I wanted and I wasn't going to go too crazy. The rest of them on the set were alright, but they've already been released before, which I believe this one has as well. But I just hadn't got it, so I'm happy that I got this one. Also, at the same time as I picked that one up, I did pick this one up as well. I haven't taken the sticker off the thing from last video. I've been a bit busy. But I also got this dog wrapped up in fairy lights because it is so cute. But yeah, I don't have many dogs in my collection. I believe I have one other dog, so this is kind of cool to have another one. But yeah, I do really like this one as well, and also sort of the new Christmas tags too is also pretty nice to have in my collection. But yeah, now that's it for November. Wait, no, it's not. I just remembered my two other Christmas ones are actually from November as well. Next up for November is this one. Now we've got another axolotl for Christmas. I think I've got 3 Christmas axolotls. I think I must have said that in my last video. But yes, it is very sparkly. Very, very sparkly. It is a axolotl warble. I wasn't sure this one would get released over here, but it did. The rest of the squad did not, but it's still cool that we had one anyway. It does hang like an actual warble, so that's kind of cute. But yeah, I do love the axolotls, and I think this one was just a really cute design. A lot of detail has gone into it, as you can see. But yeah, very, very cute. I don't have a moose in my collection, and now I finally do. Not only that, he kind of looks like he's supposed to be like a moose, but that looks like, I believe, a Christmas pudding. I'm saying Christmas pudding because that's what he looks like, but it could be something else because they haven't said he's a Christmas pudding. Instead, he's just like a Christmassy dessert thing. Anyway, I don't care. He's a Christmas pudding, and he's adorable, and I love him. Icing and the holly, I don't know how to explain it. He's so, so cute. I feel like he's a bit different to the rest of my collection, but I actually really do like him, and I feel like he might be another one of my favourites for the year. Now, we're getting on to December, the last month of the year. Get on to my final squishmallow. No, I didn't actually buy this one. I actually got this as a gift, which I think is the only gifted squishmallow I got this year. But yeah, no, it would be. I didn't buy any squishmallows in December, but then I did get this one as a Christmas present, which as of filming, I only got this a couple days ago. But yes, and this one is very cool, very swag, and very excited to have into my collection. And the only 12-inch of the year as well. I just want to mention I've been very good not buying the bigger ones. But yeah, this one is so cool, and I can't wait to show you guys. It is another Vinted find, but my boyfriend got it for me for Christmas. Look at it. I got my first ever Select Series Squishmallow. It is adorable. So yes, technically it's a Halloween one, but it's also a Valentine's Day one because it's a Halloween. What is a Halloween? I do not know. I have never seen anyone combine Halloween and Valentine's Day because it doesn't make any sense because they're not next to each other in any way or have any sort of similarities. But this one is a select series. I remember when it got announced on Instagram back in October, I want to say. Yeah, it would have been out at the end of October. And it's very, very cute. Obviously, I can have it out for both Halloween and Valentine's Day and just all year round because it's so cute. Yeah, this is my first select series. The tag is so nice. Yeah, this is the first select series I've ever had because I don't typically buy off the website. It just so happened that it was on Vinted and I just really wanted it, and my boyfriend got it for me as a Christmas present. But yeah, it's sparkly on the nose, on the hands, on the horns, and then also on the back as well. It's got the sort of like label tag thing as well. And also it's holding the hearts, but 2 of the hearts are actually 3D. The reason I really wanted to get this one. I thought it was really cute when it released, but I didn't think I would ever get it, so I didn't get my hopes up. But then when people started getting it, I was a bit worried that the hearts looked too much like boomerangs or not like heart-shaped at all on a lot of people's. So when I saw this one on Vinted, not only was I like, oh my god, it's on Vinted, but also the fact that the hearts actually looked very like heart-shaped and actually kind of decent. I was like, I need this one. So yes, my boyfriend actually bought it. I didn't realize at first because I had it in my liked, and then I showed him, and then it sold, and I got sad because someone bought it. And then I quickly realized that he was the one that got it. But yeah, I know typically in my collection and throughout all of my videos, I've said I don't like squishmallows with hands. I don't like the embroidered hands. Um, this is a pass. I do not care. I love that it's actually holding it. Shush. I knew that if I banged on too much about it in some of my videos, I would end up eating my words and getting on with the hands that I because I really like it. But I do not care. It is absolutely adorable, and it will definitely be in my Valentine's Day background, which will be at the end of this month. That I'll be switching over to the Valentine's Day stuff. But yeah, probably one of my favorites of the year as well. So that's it. That is every single squishmallow I bought in 2025. So now let's have a bit of reflection. Reflection of all the money I've spent this year. It's too much. I don't want to think about it because I did buy a lot more than I thought I would. Now, I don't know if this is more or less than last year. I will, in edit, count how many there are. And then I'll let you know if it's more or less than last year. But yeah, I bought a lot this year. A lot of them are ones that I've been wanting for a very long time. A lot of them are impulse purchases. Um, a lot of them are vinted finds because I just couldn't get them previously. But yeah, I feel like this year or this, I mean, it's 2026 now, but pretend like we're still in 2025. 2025 was arguably, I think, it's still a good year for squishmallows. Especially over here in the UK, like we got 4-inch mystery capsules for the first time, and we also got Halloween mystery capsules for the first time. We also got Halloween clips for the first time. No Christmas clips though, which is a bit disappointing. Um, so Halloween was like really good, really really good this year. We got so many squads. We got so much of that. Christmas I think was a little bit disappointing. Like it was still good what we got, but not as much as Halloween. Um, I can't really think too much back to Easter. I think I was disappointed for Easter's. I think there was like only really one squad. Oh no, there's a couple squads maybe. I don't know. I think there was only one squad for Easter. I think there was a second one that came out in the in-home bargains, which I don't think I mentioned in my video because it came out after I had already uploaded it, and I was like, ah, whatever. Um, and Valentine's Day I feel like was alright, but I think we got 2 squads plus a mystery capsule squad, but that mystery capsule squad was difficult to find. I actually had to order this one online. Because I went to 3 different home bargains and none of them had them. But then they got them in all, they got so many in after Valentine's Day, so that was a bit annoying. And they were exclusive to home bargains as well. But apart from that, I mean, regular Squishmallow wise, just in shops, like I don't buy them. As you can tell, the only Squishmallows I bought in the shops were the seasonal ones, and the ones that I didn't buy seasonal, I got off vinted. And then I bought a ton of seasonal ones on vinted as well. So these are mostly seasonals I bought in the shop, plus ones I bought off vinted, and that's it. Because I basically didn't buy many in the shops whatsoever. I haven't bought any on vinted at the moment because there was none on Christmas that I missed out on, so I didn't buy any in vinted. Hopefully Valentine's Day is going to be good. I'm not too sure. I think I've seen one of the squad leaks for the UK for Valentine's Day. That's probably going to be the works one and the main one we haven't seen yet. I haven't seen anything about mystery capsules. However, I have recently, as of filming a couple days ago, seen the Easter squishmallows potentially. I've seen an Easter squad and I believe the mystery capsule squad for the UK. But I did notice when someone commented on my last video mentioning that the entertainer got the Easter mystery capsules in, which they didn't do that last Easter. So, but I believe they're available for pre-order now on the entertainer. But I believe that was the capsule that came out last year in America, but it's a disappointing capsule anyway, so I'm not fussed. But I believe a really possibly good 4-inch mystery capsules coming up for Easter, and I might be really excited. So Easter's looking all right. Valentine's Day, I don't know. I would argue that's probably my least favorite time to get squishmallows because they're usually a bit naff. 2025, last year, this year, whatever you want to call it. I think I got lucky because I got this one that I desperately always wanted, plus that bat that I just thought was adorable. Now I've got this one too. But yeah, I don't know, I just kind of hope for the best. Not only that, I think this year I did also a good job at, I want to say downsizing my collection, but obviously my collection has grown quite significantly once again. But the biggest one I got this year was this 12-inch one, and I literally only just got this one. Um, Usually throughout the year I'm buying 12 inches and 16 inches. I have not done that once throughout the year. The biggest size I've bought is usually 8 inches and 7 inches. I've been buying a lot of the 5-inch ones, a lot of the 4-inch ones, and a couple clips. And that's it. Like, usually most years I've just been buying the bigger sizes, but that's because 5 inches only kind of sort of released over here last year. So that's probably why I've only got a few. I mean, I still have a decent amount, but I definitely have a lot more now. But yeah, I have a lot of squishmallows. But yeah, as I mentioned, next video should be me downsizing. Hopefully, it'll be more of a quick video because I have already have my squishmallows everywhere, so I'll kind of know which ones I want to be taking or selling. So yeah, like and subscribe, the notification bell on so you get notified when I upload that video. If you're interested in potentially buying any of these squishmallows, well, not these ones, but ones that I have in my collection that I'm not really wanting anymore, and go follow me on Vinted so you get a notification as soon as that is uploaded, because I might do it just in one job lot and you don't buy the listing, you pick which one you want and then I just do it in one post because I can't be bothered to upload them all individually. I don't know. I'll see how it goes, but yeah, I'll be doing that after this video goes up, whenever that goes up. But yeah, 2025. I'm going to say it was a pretty successful Squishmallow year. And I just want to say a big thank you to all of you that have watched me this year. Um, as well, buying all these squishmallows, letting me know whether squishmallows are available, which ones are available where in the comments. It's really useful and very helpful for me and other collectors. So thank you so much for all of that and all the support, whether you liked, subscribed, or just even watched. I just really appreciate it all. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this year's video. Um, Comment down below which one was your favourite Squishmallow I got this year, or any sort of Squish related topics in the comments. I'm a little bit excited for this year because there's a couple that I'm looking forward to that are non-seasonal, so you know it's probably going to be a good year. But yeah, and I guess I'll see you either in my next Squishmallow video or this time next year.